Today we're going to be working on my wife's Nissan Frontier. If you have a tailgate that doesn't work and you want it to work again, this is going to help you out. This is a 2011 Frontier. It's a pretty standard model. I don't know if there's any bells or whistles about it, but if you happen to have, I think it's the third gen. It's like an 09 to like 2021 model, you know, extended cab, probably honestly any other cab because it is the tailgate. If you have that same year model or anything from like, I want to say it's like 09 to 21, then this should help you out. So the first thing we got to do is on this one, the bed liner is just kind of bolted on, and it's these giant Phillips head screws, and there's 8 of them. Yeah. So the first thing we got to do is we'll get a giant, it's a number 3 Phillips, and we'll take those out of there, and I'll show you how that goes. Side note, if you don't have a lock in here, I don't know if this is open or if there's like a little cap. If there's not a lock, ours never had it, so I can't tell you about that. But I do know, on occasion, it's not the case this time, in the past, we've had this little bar fall off of the handle. You can stick your finger in there and push down or pull up on that bar, and then you can unlock the tailgate that way. But I don't think I can get that one. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I can get it to open. I can hear it moving, but it's not working. But there is optional that could open the tailgate for you, and then you'll still have to take it apart to get the rest of it, you know, lined out. But that'll open and close it, unless that falls off. I'll show you when I get in here. You'll be able to see how that all, you know, hooks in and does its thing. This is what the screws look like on this one. So this is what the screws look like on this one. They're just big flat like fasteners. Got the little thing to help center the cover into the hole. They're pretty standard. They're just a Phillips. And like I said, it takes a number 3. I mean, you could probably do it with a number 2. Gets a little bit more bite, especially if they're rusted a little bit or they're stuck and they've been in there for a while. It'll help you out a little bit, having the right size. But yeah, you can do them by hand. These ones aren't that tight. Like I said, I've had it off once before. But it's just this process here. For a faster experience, you can also use the drill. Won't be too much faster, but every little bit helps, right? Especially if you're busy. You've got a lot to get done. Or if you're in a very big hurry to have your tailgate work again after it not working for a long time. That's pretty easy to get loose. Normally I have the tailgate laying down for that, but the cover, oh no. The bed liner just kind of comes out of the way. And those screws also hold this cover on. All right, now that we've got this thing opened up, let me bring you in here and show you what we've got going on. Alrighty, so what we're looking at, here's that hole I was telling you about where your key lock goes. So if you have a key, it'll be in here and there'll be a little bracket of some sort, probably connecting to something right along this piece here. This is what's falling off, and this is what's keeping the thing from opening and closing. There's a bar right here, And let me see here. Let me remember what I'm looking at upside down here. I think I see it. We must have hit a bump because that slides across there like that. All right, that's all it was. That lifts up on that, and when it does, or no, I guess when you lift up on the handle, it pushes down on that, and that's what, you know, activates that. And then you can see how you can also push down on that to open the tailgate. But that's only if you don't have the key. Now what's happened here is that slid across and back, and that's what the lock connects to. I'm seeing it now. The lock will actually come up and connect to this little piece here, and it'll slide it over to lock the tailgate so that you can't open it. And then, of course, you know, it'll unslide to engage. Pretty simple mechanism. It's really straightforward. I'm not sure why it keeps unlocking itself, except for this. Maybe not having the right tension on it. I need to figure out what I can do to keep that from doing it. Maybe snug that up a little more. Maybe it's supposed to have a lock, and the fact that it doesn't is why it keeps coming off. But either way, you go over a bunch of bumps, and that can work its way loose. And then, yeah, you're just trapped. So if that happens to you, it's that easy. You just got to line this back up, and it really fixes itself. Likewise, if it's anything else, it's a very simple thing. Once you get in here, you'll be able to see how the whole thing works. It's just a bar that opens and closes on each side. So if it's not this piece here, then it's something else, and it's pretty easy to figure out how to line that up. But yeah, that's all there is to that. Hopefully if someone's locked out of their tailgate, this has been helpful, and you should be able to fix it pretty easy. 8 screws and then getting your fingers a little greasy. I can't think of an easier fix than that. Like, unless something's broken, it's about as easy as repair is going to come. So I hope that helps, and if it does, let me know, and I hope to hear from somebody maybe. But in the meantime, you guys take it easy and stay busy. All right, so I have an edit to make. So that slides back and forth. Oh wait, let me get you over here where you can see what I'm doing. All right, so the key will come through here and it'll connect to this with something, and it'll slide it back and forth, and then that's what, you know, disengages and re-engages. We already covered that. And then I said, I'm not sure why that keeps coming off of there, and I thought maybe it was this nut being too loose, but that nut, I mean, obviously it's got to be loose, and that's why that washer and the grease and everything's on there. But this right here was behind that. And so that allows a lot of extra, you know, flip-flopping and wiggling around inside of here. And the problem was this little spring retainer is actually got a groove in the middle of it, like that. And it slides on that little bump to engage both directions. So that little clip right there is actually what holds all the tension on this back little piece right here, and all that. It squeezes it. It keeps it, you know, moving the right way. And then that's why ours keeps falling off. And now that I've got that clipped back on there, I'm betting I don't have that problem anymore. So, if that's off, or possibly broken or missing, that could also be a reason. Because I don't know your situation. I don't know how yours is going to be set up. Probably very similar. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I did happen to see that after I got that back in there. And hopefully that keeps me from having to get back in here. And if that was your problem too, maybe it'll fix yours. So there we go. I guess that's it for today. I guess that's going to be it for today. You guys take it easy, and stay busy.